So, as Danny mentioned, I'm going to read a section of the book. The book is written in Spanish by Maria Latin, and the book is called Flowers. I'm going to read the translation that I did into English. I'm just going to read a small part of it called Orchids. The warehouses managed by the Butchers Guild were constructed close to the city's piers. Here and there, small abandoned locales that at one time served as food stands for the workers. Almost all of them have expansive basements, where on certain days, altars are held. They have established a peculiar phone tree that only the regular participants can access to know when they're going to hold the next altar. And even so, details are only revealed mere hours before the start of the session. It might be a sadomasochistic encounter performed any number of ways. Occasionally, animals have a part in the event. It's customary to pick fatted pigs or Great Danes. At other times, the altar is dedicated to adults who were mistreated in childhood. In these cases, men and women appear on stage dressed as children pretending to be beaten by their parents or teachers. Almost all of the altars begin at 2 o'clock in the morning, except for the ones reserved for youths who love the elderly, because the old men contracted for these events complain about the sickness caused by being out on the streets at all hours of the night. The attendees can usually go up on stage, except of course when the Kuhn twins are performing. Because of the nature of the development of the brothers' routine, the spectators need to keep a safe distance. The events last about an hour, and for fear of the authorities, almost everyone disappears as soon as the act is over. And even so, apart from what appears on stage, nothing truly important happens among the spectators. That passivity appears to bother the writer, who, on this occasion, is wearing shorts and has fitted himself with a leg decorated with fake stones. In spite of all his efforts, no one seems to consider the possibilities, whether sadistic or masochistic, that this false member is capable of offering. The writer waits until the last attendee has left. He waits until the fat man with the exposed chest who offers free massages has no more clients. He has wanted to ask for a turn many times. He'd like to start with the massage for relaxation, and not with one of those therapies that are always requested from the masseur, the ones that are applied around the erogenous zones. It's worth mentioning that this man carries out his treatments in the most professional manner possible. They never stop being work sessions. But what most impresses the writer is the thoroughness with which he disinfects his hands and arms before and after each client. Next to the massage table is a little wooden stand where he places all the oils necessary for him to complete his work most effectively, along with his personal disinfectants. In one corner, he has a small flower pot with 3 plastic orchids inside. The flowers are black, speckled with yellow. Once he puts on his long pants and the heavy coat he hung up in the closet, the writer leaves the shop. He hails a cab to the red light district and the establishments with XXX in their windows. He's sure nothing will happen there either. The most likely scenario is that he'll find some other lonely person on the other side of the transparent dividers that separate one cabin from the next. Later he'll walk to the pier that stretches out into the river, and maybe there he'll establish some kind of nocturnal contact. Thank you.